Alright, so if you've been watching my channel here on YouTube, you know my channel is all about snakes. It is about ball pythons specifically. I have a few reticulated pythons, but let me tell you, just about every episode that I shoot here on YouTube, I'm talking about keeping and breeding and raising and making money with ball pythons. And the interesting thing about it is, I would say, as far as a YouTube channel, I'd say it's probably one of the most challenging things on the YouTube platform to talk about reptiles. And a lot of people ask me, well, why do you actually, have a YouTube channel about snakes? And it's because, I want to share my passion of reptiles and snakes and, how awesome they are and, how really non-threatening a ball python is. It really kind of shares my passion for snakes, as well as gives you a lot of education if someone wants to get into ball pythons, especially breeding or keeping one as a pet. Pretty much everything there is to know, I try to put it on my channel. And every single day now, I've been putting out videos at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, trying to be on a regular schedule. Every single day I try to come up with an interesting topic to educate you and sometimes entertain you when the snake is choking me out or something like that. And let me tell you, it is one of the I would say it's kind of like a job, because I show up to work every day, producing something, and believe it or not, I actually get paid for this job. And the way I get paid is in advertiser fees on YouTube. So for example, if you're watching this video and you see an ad in the video, I actually get paid about 1/4 of 1 cent every time you see an ad. So if you see 4 ads in a video, I get paid like a penny. And it doesn't seem like a lot, but let me tell you, if I get quite a few views, it adds up. And probably the biggest thing that's one of my biggest frustrations here on the YouTube platform is having my videos flagged as being inappropriate for general audiences. And if they're flagged, what it really means is they strip all the ads out of my videos. So if you watch one of my videos and there's not a single ad in, that means that I've been demonetized for that video and there's no ads in it and I don't get paid for it. And I feel like sometimes I'm producing videos and I'm not getting paid for my creative work here on the YouTube platform. And especially when it comes to snakes, I would say what we're really dealing with is the YouTube algorithm. And that is the computer program that runs YouTube. Everything's pretty much automatic in the background. And every now and then people step in, but mostly it's run by YouTube. So as a matter of fact, my very last video got demonetized. The one where I said I was pairing 4 males with 1 female. And believe it or not, just me saying that right here in this video, well, I'll probably get demonetized because of it. Here is another thing that I can say that will probably flag this video. If I talk about, I'm gonna feed this snake a rat. And usually what I try to do is avoid the term feeding and rats, or feeding snakes rats, or feeding snakes mice. And what happens is the YouTube algorithm, it actually takes my voice, converts it to text, kind of like when you're talking to Siri on your phone and it converts to text. And then what it does is it evaluates what I'm saying, and then when it sees like male and female mating, or it sees, snakes eating rats, it flags it and strips all the ads off of it. It puts limited ads on it. And the interesting thing is, if it flags it, you can actually go in for manual review and submit it for manual review. And some of you guys, I know you've been doing YouTube channels on reptiles or snakes, and especially if you're just starting out, you probably don't realize that you can get demonetized for what you say in the video. Not only that, is what you put for your titles of your videos, and sometimes your keywords, in the keywords that nobody can really see. That is basically the search engine optimization in your video as you post them. And I've learned quite a few tricks to kind of trick the system. I kind of want to share some of those with you today. You know, some of you guys are putting out videos and you may get demonetized for some. Some of you guys are coming up right to the cusp of being monetized to where you can place ads and finally get paid for all your months or years of hard work before you actually can start getting paid on YouTube. So kind of what I do is, instead of saying, you know, I'm going to feed some rats to my snake, what I'll say is Lucy is pounding some rats. And you know, Lucy's my snake, she's pounding rats, and the YouTube algorithm, it kind of throws it off. It doesn't realize what I'm saying. Sometimes you have to have a play on words. You know, this snake is really pounding rats, and and let's see if you know, you kind of have to think about what you're getting flagged for and a different way to say it on your videos. So that's probably the number one thing. And believe it or not, I've actually had a video that that was permanently banned from all advertisers, stripped from ads. So essentially what happens is they randomly will flag these videos, they'll get demonetized. And the thing that'll really trip you up is when you say, when it says submit for manual review, it says, you know, that you need 1,000 views before they'll review that video. And as a matter of fact, that is not always the case. I had one, actually it's the one posting today, and I'm always a day in advance. So what you're watching right now today is actually the video that I made yesterday. I'm always one day in advance. And that is really the trick, because I got demonetized for the video that I posted yesterday. I uploaded it and I put it in the queue and scheduled it to be released the following day. And immediately it was flagged as far as being inappropriate, because I said I was breeding 4 males with 1 female, and I kind of knew it was going to get flagged. And then I submitted for manual review instantly. As soon as you see that, you need to go in, hit submit for manual review right away. And believe it or not, before that actually went live on the air, they approved it. I actually had 2 views from different YouTube, you know, reviewers that reviewed that video, and they determined it was appropriate for viewing. And here's another thing that'll trick you up if you're a reptile channel and you have some videos out there, especially if you're on a level like I am with like hundreds and hundreds of videos. I'm coming up on almost 400 videos, and it's really hard to go through all your videos and see if they're still monetized, you know, if you're still making money on those videos. And what they'll do is they'll randomly demonetize videos that are months or, you know, really old videos. As a matter of fact, I actually went in and I kind of started looking through my videos, and I was scrolling through them, and I saw one that has limited ads on it, or no ads, to basically strip all the ads. And what I did is I went into my video manager and then sorted all my videos by limited or no ads. And what that does is it shows you just the ones that have been flagged, and they strip all the ads. And believe it or not, the first time I did that, I had dozens of videos that they stripped all the ads out of, and I wasn't making any money. And my money starts going down and down and down. I'm like, hey, what's going on? And there's nothing, they don't really tell you that they flagged these videos, and you don't know it until you sort by, you know, the limited ads on them. And the interesting thing is I've had 2 videos that they permanently removed all the ads. So what you do is you actually submit them for manual review, and most of the times they'll come back and they'll say, oh yeah, all right, we approve this video, and you can put the ads back in and you start making money off that video. The problem is if you don't schedule them in advance and you don't actually, I don't know what the snake's doing, and you don't actually catch them in time. So for example, if you upload a video and post it right away, if they flag it right away, usually you get most of the views in the first day, and it usually takes them a day to review. So the problem is you're missing all of the revenue coming in and from the money from the very first views. And usually you get a whole bunch of views in the first couple days, and then it just sits there and doesn't get a whole lot of views unless it's a really good video and is later promoted. by the algorithm. So that's another thing you have to really watch about as far as scheduling and the whole, you know, and I think it's really just on the reptile shows, you know, the reptile channels, because I haven't really seen a lot of other channels that have even talked about, you know, being flagged for stuff like that. And I think it's really tough with snakes, especially. And I think that I have one video in particular that they banned from all the ads, and it is a snake feeding video. And what I want to do is kind of show you that video just real quick and how you can get there. And I want to see if you agree with banning that from the general audience and stripping all the ads off of it. And what it really is it's just a big long video, and I just do a quick little intro. Hey, you know, you want to see some snakes eat? Let's go. And then pretty much the whole video, I put some background music to it, and it was just me feeding all my snakes. And believe it or not, that video was really hard to put together. It took me all day. I have a lot of little tracks of music all the way through it. If you go through the whole thing and watch the whole thing, I thought it was a really good video, and what I thought it was really an educational video about the different sized rodents versus the snakes, how fast the snakes can grab the rodent, and some wouldn't eat and some would. And I just thought, it was more of an educational video, kind of set to music. And YouTube apparently didn't think so. You can feed some snakes, and as long as there's a lot of good content on top of that along with the video, it seems like they approve them. But this one was just pretty much straight feeding snakes the whole time. So let's check out that video, and I want to see if you approve of that video or if it should be banned from advertisers. Alright, so here are my two videos that have been permanently banned. The first one is called Feeding My Snakes, published on November 25th. Look at it, it's 25 minutes long, and that is that took a lot of work to put that together. It took me a whole Saturday pretty much. And over here, if you look, it doesn't have a whole lot of views, but it says not suitable for most advertisers, confirmed by manual review. And sometimes down where it says confirmed by manual review, it actually says you can submit for manual review, and most of the times they will actually approve it. I'd say 99% of the times, the computer program that runs YouTube is not really that smart, I think, and it pretty much just flags everything, and then they go in from manual review. And then I have one more down here. I had a little bull calf, watch little snowflake get castrated. They banned that one. And that one, I'm not sure if I would have banned it. It's they did a rubber band castration on that one, and that's pretty much farm life. I mean, that's what you see on farm life. So that's another one that was banned from advertisers. Not suitable for advertisers, confirmed by manual review. So if you watch either one of those videos, there will be no ads, and I'm not getting paid for ads on those videos. Alright, so there you have it. Those are my two videos that have been banned from YouTube advertisers. And look at this crazy snake. I don't think you've seen this snake before. This one has actually been fasting for a long time. She laid a bunch of eggs last year. This is just a big lemon blast female, and she laid a bunch of eggs, and she's actually stopped eating for a long time, and I don't know what's going on with her. It's these crazy snakes, sometimes they just won't eat for months and months. This one's probably been off of food, probably hasn't eaten anything for probably 7 or 8 months. It's pretty incredible that snakes can go so long without food. Anyway, if you're doing a YouTube channel on reptiles, especially snakes, these are kind of the things you have to watch out for. You have to really watch what you're saying, and you'll learn it down the road, because once you start making money and get monetized, you say the wrong thing and your video is flagged, and pretty soon you learn, alright, if I say these words, it's gonna get flagged. If I say it a little bit different, it's not. It all depends on your titles, your thumbnails. Really, maybe not the words on your thumbnail, because I don't think it can really extract that information, but it's definitely your titles and the keywords in your description. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.